How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be showcasing the physical Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman on my monophysical team. And unfortunately, I lost 20 minutes of footage trying to record this because I sounded like Optimus Prime throughout the entire thing. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I don't know if I will put a clip somewhere at some point just showing what I sounded like. But yeah, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, of course, you're still awaiting his rebirth, which I believe knocks his passive skill up to 90%. At the moment, he gets a 70% attack boost when HP is 30% or above, and that restriction really isn't that much of a problem, especially on a team that I'm going to be using. But one of the reasons why he is such a great unit is because he is one of the best partners in the game. But a lot of Trunks, who is currently not on the global version, but of course he will come eventually. But when Brody was first released, his link set was just extremely viable, not viable, but like it was basically vital to allowing the team to run specific units. For example, Ultimate Gohan has shocking speed, whereas Broly has prepared for battle, and the fact that he has both shocking speed and prepared for battle allowed you to bridge gaps between certain units, which just allowed the team to run much smoother. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new, and I really hope the same thing doesn't happen because I just spent 20 minutes doing nothing basically. But at least I tried him out, I know what he is capable of. And the hardest thing is definitely going to be... Oh, never mind. I was about to say the hardest thing is going to be finding that Broly lead. Of course, this is the team that I'm going to be using. And I kind of want to make a switch here. I'm going to get rid of Omega Shenron and quickly go over to my physical type units. I'm going to grab another... You know what? I'm going to grab Kaioken Goku because in my previous video, I tried to get this certain situation to go off so many times, but it never happened because the key links between certain units were just so bad. But basically, I was trying to get the boost to go off from Pan Super Attack Mechanic, and I did on certain occasions, but I couldn't Super Attack with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman despite him being linked up with Kaioken Goku or Super Kaioken Goku. And it was just extremely frustrating, hence why it was like a 20-minute video. So, to start things off, and the thing that... Oh, you don't even know. I may actually put this clip. You know what? I'm going to put a clip right now. This is what happened when he got his first super attack. Okay, so now that you've seen what... Okay, so now that you've seen what happened, that was the very first super attack that I pulled off with him at 100% in the potential system, and what a way to start things off, right? But no, it's like it's just completely wasted because, well, I suppose it's not technically wasted because I'm showing you guys now, or I did show you guys, but he's an incredible unit, clearly, or he can be when you give him a ton of potential system orbs. I'm definitely curious to see how hard he hits as soon as that rebirth comes out, and you have to keep in mind that on this particular lead, we're getting nowhere near the boost that we will get on 120 leads, because at the moment we are getting a 170% boost, whereas on the double 120s they will be getting 240%, and that is why Kaioken Goku is an absolute beast. Let's go ahead and grab these. I don't really need to super attack with Kaioken Goku because he really isn't meant to hit that hard, and I did get him to super attack 10, didn't I? I actually may start to utilize him a bit more, and the thing is, I don't really need it because there isn't a Nuka on the physical type team. Well, Black of course, but on the super physical team, actually that's a lie as well because you have LR Gohan. Well, not LR Gohan, LR Trunks, but the thing about LR Trunks, he isn't a Nuka, but he does require that 18 key. So it could be useful, to be fair. And the Kaioken Goku does have no potential system buffs, and of course it's not enough to take him out, but it's fine. But I kind of lost track of what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get the boost to go off of Pan. And that may actually happen right now. And of course, the more potential system buffs that the unit has, the more that he is going to be benefiting from passives like Pans, and she's going to get the boost. You have got to be kidding me. It happened straight away, and in a 20-minute video. Okay, it's not even going to happen because of the... Well, okay. Well, at least Pan's going to super attack, right? So one thing that I still need to try out is how much of an increase he is going to be getting from the passive from Pan, of course, and then the passive and the super attack boost from Pan as well. So multiple things to try out in this video. But let me know your thoughts on Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. Do you have him? Are you planning on investing in him when it comes to the potential system? And one thing that I've always been not fond of necessarily, that's a bad way of saying it, like a believer of, is that they should have limited a potential system to units that don't get the Fierce Battle link, or at the very least just limit it to units that get the Rebirth link, so that of course they will become a bit more usable. But when you make them, or when you make the potential system useful for the Fierce Battle units, and you know, the units that are already overpowered, that is where it gets a bit crazy. And of course in hindsight it's easy to say that, but when the potential system first came out, we wanted that. We wanted the overpowered units to benefit from that. But now it's just like, I think I would rather just be able to, you know, focus on units that I normally wouldn't focus on, like I am now, of course. And Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman is going to super attack here. Of course, he does share shocking speed with Kaioken Goku, which is helping out quite a bit here. So this is just with the boost from Pan's passive. And I'm going to use a Yama real quick. And then, of course, grab his ult to Kaioken Goku. Just allow him to super attack at least once. Make use of those Kais that I'll put into him. And of course, if you haven't seen that video already, I will try my very best to leave it linked at the end. So, just over 500k. And you have to keep in mind that right there, the Super Saiyan link was not active. So, he is missing out on a major attack link there. Of course, as soon as I get the Kaioken Goku to come back round, I'm going to try to get that to go off again. And Kaioken Goku, actually, Super Kaioken Goku and Kaioken Goku are both incredible partners for him, because the Kaioken Goku, or you know, the regular Kaioken Goku, provides orbs for him with his orb changing passive, whereas the Super Kaioken Goku has the shocking speed link, with shocking speed and prepare for battle, which of course is going to allow him to super attack much easier. And this Broly must not be at super attack 10, because he is not hitting as hard as my one. And he does have several potential system buffs clearly, because he got that third additional to go off, or maybe he just got lucky with a level 5 additional. So far, I think it's been performing pretty well. I'm actually pretty happy with the units that I've got to 100%. The unit that I'm going to focus on next, I am not too certain. I would have liked to focus on the Super Kaioken Goku, but I just simply didn't have the dupes for him. And we don't know if that event is ever going to come back. And at the moment, it does seem like it's going to be a global exclusive, but the problem is they don't make that clear. So is it global exclusive? Are they going to bring it to JP at some point? We don't know, which is a bit of a shame. And I know that on different games, they do point out that it is a global exclusive, and I believe it's Donnie that told me that. Whereas most of you know him by D3, he pointed out that in certain games they do point out that it's a global exclusive, but because they didn't point that out, I believe that he may make his way over to JP eventually, or maybe not. I suppose we are going to find out eventually, but it kind of makes sense. Maybe they're making up for the fact that we didn't get the Dragon Ball Hero stuff, but again, that mostly comes down to the licensing. So let's go with Vegeta over here. So far, I've been having a lot of fun with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. I definitely think that I'm going to be using him a lot more, especially when LR Trunks drops, and that's if I get lucky again and manage to pull him. And Kaioken Goku coming in clutch with the orb changing yet again. Damn. I remember how good he actually was when Broly initially dropped, and what a, like, just those days were, like, so not interesting, but eventful. I spent a ton of stones to try to get Vegito, of course, and Broly. Like, Vegito or Broly would have been nice. And I didn't pull either in like 1,000 stones, so I was like, you know what? Gonna grab the 90 stone pack, see if I can get one lead at the very least, because the multi-summons have just been absolutely, like, terrible to me. I managed to play a ton of Vegetas, which wasn't too bad, because at least I could, you know, use them in the potential system. But I legit just couldn't pull, like, either Broly or Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. So what I went ahead and did was, What I went ahead and did was, grab the 90 stone pack, which was the last one remaining. I did like a ton of singles, and I finally managed to pull Broly with the last of my summons, and it was just such a relief, because I didn't want to jump into the next meta without a 70% lead, because it would have been much tougher. But of course I did manage to pull him in the end with the last 90 stone pack, and I was just like, what? Like, could this have happened earlier? And of course we are coming up on the Dokkan mode, and if you're familiar with my videos, you will know that I try to get a Dokkan mode every single time with the unit that I'm trying to showcase. But because I'm so close to it, I'm going to go ahead and avoid picking up that physical type key with Vegito Blue, because I just don't want to get one Goku Black. Not like it would be bad by any means, but I want to get it with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, and of course we got the crit, which is great. Right now, Broly. I definitely, I don't know, because I just never really thought about focusing on Broly. He has a good unit, don't get me wrong, especially if you use him on that cooler team. But I don't really think he has a spot unless he does have potential system buffs, just because you already have a set partner for each unit. And the fact that Omega General came out doesn't exactly help out him either. Or help him out either, I should say. And... huh. Oh, you know what? This is fine. Or it should be fine. Nope, one key off. Of course, which means that I'm going to have to avoid super attacking next turn. And in the last video, I actually managed to get a Dokkan mode with him during the first stage of the Golden Frieza event. So we are quite far past that point. But he did hit for like 2.3 million with a type advantage. But you have to keep in mind that during that first stage, the units don't exactly have too much health. Or well, their defense isn't that high basically in comparison to some of the later stages. Which is probably why he did hit that hard. Let's grab these. And of course, if we do get an additional super attack, it doesn't take away the Dokkan mode, so we should be fine here. And we have Pan, Vegito Blue, and Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman next turn. So definitely going to be able to super attack, I'm hoping anyway. Kind of wish I put Kaioken Goku in that last slot, but I definitely want to get that one scenario to go off at least once, just because I want to see how much he's going to be benefiting from the boost from Pan's passive as well as the super attack mechanic. Because like I've gathered in different videos, like that can add a total of 200k total attack to their overall damage output. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get a super attack here. Really? Again? Well, it does look like I'm going to have to heal up here. Which is a bit of a shame. And... no, is that going to be enough? That is not going to be enough. Damn it, I'm so close to it as well. Am I seriously going to have to go an entire other turn without super attacking? Unless Vegito Blue does something, of course. And he gets the crit. That would have been perfect. A crit with the Dokkan mode. Right, now let's see what Vegito can do. Was Vegito Blue worth the orbs? No, he wasn't. And I'm legit going to end up using quite a few items here. No. Wait, stop. Okay. Grab this. This is actually so tragic. I can't believe this is happening right now. I'm like, the Dokkan mode is legit there, but I have to avoid the super attacks because I want to get to it with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. Is that too much to ask? And of course, the reason why I'm using a Goku Black and Broly Lead is to get as close to the 240s as possible. Well, 120 is technically, but overall boost is 240. That's definitely going to happen this turn. Thank you, game, for being so generous. But, oh, is it going to happen, though? Is it going to happen? No. Wait, unless I do this. It's seriously not going to happen. You know what? Screw this stage. It's fine. Of course, it just it just can't go off. Why? I'll blame Broly for not having shocking speed and only having prepare for battle. And again, that would have been and he gets the additional. This game loves trolling me sometimes. Now, Dokkan mode is legit there, but I just can't get it to go off. Right, I'm going to put Kaioken Goku in that last slot because clearly we're having problems super attacking Great Saiyaman without him in the rotation. And at the very least, we can rely on Vegito Blue here. And let's just focus on setting up for the next turn. I'm 100% certain that is a super attack, unless I manage to miscount the orbs. And if I could get a few additionals here, that would help me out massively as well, of course. And low-key, I could have been able to get the boost from Pan's passive to go off and super attack at the same time with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. But the Dokkan mode is here, so that would have buffed it to no end, and it wouldn't have been that accurate. And of course, I'm going to have to use a Yama. I wasted so many items on the previous stages, it's not even funny. But here we go, Dokkan mode with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. Leave your opinions, or not your opinions, but leave your predictions, I should say, in the comment section down below. How hard do you think he is going to hit with the Dokkan mode? No Super Saiyan active. Of course, the boost from hand is active, as well as the Kamehameha leg. But here we go. I predict that he is going to get a crit, and he is going to hit for 1.8 million. Of course, his attack stat is 515k, but I believe in Trunks. And of course, Frieza doesn't have too much defense, so he should be good. Okay then. My Dokkan mode prediction was completely wrong. And I'm going to get super attacked here. I should be fine though. Wow. I took significantly less damage than I thought I would. The debuffs... Wait, but Goku Black didn't even debuff. I guess the boost from Pan really did make that much of a difference. Fair play. Fair play indeed. And of course, the next thing that we have to do is just get that one scenario to go off. And it's going to happen. It definitely is going to happen. I believe in it. I believe in it. And that is him taken care of. That was all... Was that an entire health bar of just one counter? Damn. Remember when I said I believe it? I don't believe it anymore. Well, I think he's done regardless, but even so, I just really hope it doesn't take me like ages to get that boost from Pan to go off. And like, we've basically established how much of an increase he gets from that Super Saiyan Link, because without the Super Saiyan Link active, he is missing out on around 50k attack, which is massive. So I definitely have to plan out the moves a bit, you know, more. And I just need that Super Saiyan Link to be active at the very least. And it's a shame that Goku doesn't have it, but of course he isn't a Super Saiyan, so it makes sense. Right, so he did change the orbs here. We have the orbs on the right, and we also have the orbs on the left. I'm gonna have to say the orbs on the left for Pan. Okay. I think that should be sufficient. Suppose we'll find out. So we have Broly in the next rotation. I'm 100% going to super attack with Pan. It's just a matter of being able to super attack with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. In before, I am one key off. That just would happen. We are actually getting close to the 20-minute mark again, and I'm hoping I don't sound like Optimus Prime again. And Goku Black, please don't super attack. Don't get that additional. Okay, thank you. Now, the question is, Pan can take him out because she is at super attack 10, unfortunately. I think this is it. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this is it. Game. Oh my word. I mean, we are missing out on the Kamehameha link. Actually, no, we're not, because Pan has it. It's fine. It happened. Finally, don't take him out. Okay, thank you, game. So, it added around 30k to his overall damage output. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. So with the boost from Pan active, she adds around 100k to his overall attack. With the boost from her super attack mechanic, it adds around 40k or so. I think that's pretty much it. I've covered basically every single area. And should I go ahead and nuke with him? I could go ahead and do so. You know what? Give me a moment. Okay, so I decided that I'm not going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. Are you now going to go ahead and invest into him when it comes to the potential system? Or are you just going to leave him the way he is? But yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely day as always. And I will see you all in the next one.